The topic that I've chosen for this semester project is childhood abuse and um, neglect safety. I'm an elementary education program, so I will be working with children every day for the rest of my life. And I've already taken a class on child abuse, and I'm a mandated reporter, which means that if I suspect child abuse, I'm required to contact Child Protective Services. And beyond these classes and trainings, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about how I can help prevent child abuse and neglect. Child abuse is not always hitting a child or sexually abusing them. Child neglect is the most common form of child abuse, and it can go unnoticed very easily. Children need proper care to survive and thrive. 70% of known child abuse happens to children under the age of 3. So these are children that can't even tell people what's going on. They can't even speak or understand for themselves. 140,000 child abuse cases are made each year in New York State, and 3.3 million are made around the US each year, but only 30% of those actually make it past the paperwork with Child Protective Services. 17,000 children end up in the emergency room from child abuse and neglect. Most of these children are diagnosed with fractures, head injuries, or internal injuries from being pushed, shoved, and hit around. And 144 children die each year from child abuse in the United States. For the 5 E's, engineering. Some types of engineering that can help stop child abuse include nanny cameras. In today's day and age, there are always camera phones out, so if things happen in public, it's often seen and people often get it on video. Online child abuse reporting also makes reporting an incident much easier and quicker. Enforcement. There are many laws against child abuse, and courts and juries do not take these type of allegations lightly. Also, Cunningham's law makes it possible for parents to get a hold of a prospective nanny or child caretaker's criminal history before hiring. Education. There's a class that many professionals who will be working with children, such as teachers, nurses, doctors, have to take called mandated reporting training. There's also a great website called ocfs.newyork.gov that gives the definition of child abuse, neglect, and maltreatment. Economic incentives is the mandated reporter class, which is free and online, so it's quite easy to access for anyone who does want to take it. And emergency response. If you hear about a life-threatening situation to a child or you see it happening, call 911 immediately. For more information about this topic, you can visit childwelfare.gov, which is a great resource for people who want to help get the word out about child abuse prevention. Preventchildabuse.org is a website that parents can go to that has tips for how to be a better parent. And there's also a link to child parenting classes that, like NA and AA, are there to help and support parents who are at risk for abusing their children, or parents who are personally scared that eventually their actions will come to abuse. The Center Against Domestic Violence is geared towards women, children, and teenagers, and I think it's a very important resource because, as you see in the PSA above, that also it's not just children who get abused, it is teenagers, and teenagers feel as if they are too old to be taking it and they never tell anyone about it. Thank everyone for watching, and remember, child abuse kills childhood, so help children keep their childhood.